Hey guys, let's get more news from Warriors, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Explainer: why Jonathan Kuminga isn't the NBA's most improved player. On Tuesday, April 23, the Philadelphia 76ers fourth-year breakout point guard Tyrese Maxey was awarded the NBA's Most Improved Player award. In the West, a lot of fans were advocating for the Warriors' third-year forward Jonathan Kuminga to get the award instead. Kuminga averaged 16 points and 4.8 rebounds per game in an average of 26.3 minutes per game, a massive leap from his sophomore season in every sense. This year, although the Warriors floundered, Kuminga flourished. Although Kuminga hit the new 65-game threshold to meet eligibility for postseason awards, he missed out due to what Warriors on NBCS refers to as a caveat in the NBA's rules. The caveat in question? He only hit 20-plus minutes in 61 of his 74 games played. For a game to count towards those 65 games, a player must receive 20 minutes or more of action. Kuminga checked that box 61 times, for shy of MIP consideration. He fell 40 seconds short of 20 minutes once, and 27 seconds short another time. Kuminga played 8 games where he was within 2 minutes of the 20-minute mark. Something similar happened to the Knicks' Dante DiVincenzo, who also made an impressive leap this season after teaming back up with his college buddies. We're sure our friends at Posting and Toasting are positively pleased about this. Hopefully, the NBA tweaks the criteria next year to include more players who aren't quite stars, but are definitely a far cry from role players. For now, Jonathan Kuminga is the most improved player in our hearts. Chris Paul speaks out on his viral photobomb of Luka Doncic in Game 2. Chris Paul may have been at the wrong place at the wrong time on Tuesday. The Golden State Warriors guard Paul was in attendance for Tuesday's Game 2 between the LA Clippers and the Dallas Mavericks. Paul, who used to play for the Clippers, appeared to be there to support his former team and even posed for a photo with actor and longtime Clippers fan Billy Crystal. But it was the Mavs who prevailed 96-93 to tie the series at 1 game apiece. Dallas star Luka Doncic hit a clutch 3 in the fourth quarter and started talking trash to the Clippers crowd. One photographer, Kiyoshi Mio, of USA Today Sports, captured a great shot of the moment. However, many noticed that there was a photobomber in the background, none other than Paul. Paul reacted in an Instagram comment to his unintentional photobomb. "Damn. Can't watch the game with my son?" Paul wrote along with a laughing emoji. There was something poetic about Paul being in the background of that shot. He was a symbol of Clippers' playoff shortcomings during his time with the team, never leading them past the second round, and got a front-row seat to yet another Clippers playoff loss on Tuesday. Paul is also no stranger to Doncic's playoff explosions. After all, he was on the receiving end of perhaps the single most famous one when he was a member of the Phoenix Suns in 2022. The Golden State Warriors acquired Chris Paul as part of the trade that sent Jordan Poole to the Washington Wizards. He played 58 games for Steve Kerr's team this season, averaging 9.2 points, 3.9 rebounds, and 6.8 assists on 44.1% shooting from the field and 37.1% shooting from the perimeter. Paul has a team option on his contract for next season worth $30 million. The Warriors are expected to decline that option, which would allow the veteran ball handler to enter unrestricted free agency in the summer. According to Kurt Helin of NBC Sports, the Warriors could decide not to bring the veteran guard back next season. "It's highly unlikely Chris Paul will be back with the Warriors next season," Helin wrote. "It's not that Steve Kerr or anyone else is unhappy with his play. This was the best Golden State's non-Curry minutes have been in years, and much of that was thanks to Paul. It's just a financial situation where the Warriors are trying to cut back on their steep tax bill, and another team will likely offer CP3 more money than the Warriors want to pay their backup point guard. The Warriors could prefer to continue developing some of their younger talent rather than bring Paul back for a second season with the team." Brandon Podziemski and Moses Moody could benefit from additional on-ball reps, and Paul's departure would undoubtedly open those up. Proposed trade sends Andrew Wiggins to 76ers, Kevin Looney to Blazers, Malcolm Brogdon, Robert Williams III to Warriors. One NBA insider proposed that the Philadelphia 76ers, Portland Trail Blazers and Golden State Warriors make a trade with each other this offseason. Eric Pincus of Bleacher Report proposed the following three-team trade. The deal would be agreed to before the draft but executed on July 6, after the 2024-25 moratorium, Pincus wrote. The Warriors would have a hard cap at the first apron, projected at $178.7 million, but could avoid triggering it by including Gue Santos to Philadelphia or Portland. Wiggins averaged 13.2 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 1.7 assists this season for the Warriors while shooting 45.3% from the field, 35.8% from beyond the arc and 75.1% from the free throw line. The NBA champion will make $26.3 million next season. Looney averaged 4.5 points, 5.7 rebounds and 1.8 assists for the Warriors this season while shooting 59.7% from the field and 67.5% from the free throw line. The three-time NBA champion has a partially guaranteed $8 million contract for next season. Brogdon averaged 15.7 points, 3.8 rebounds, and 5.5 assists for the Blazers this season while shooting 44% from the field, 41.2% from beyond the arc and 81.9% from the free throw line. The 31-year-old will make $22.5 million next season in the final year of his contract. Finally, Williams III averaged 6.8 points and 6.3 rebounds for the Blazers this season while shooting 65.4% from the field and 77.8% from the free throw line. He only played in 6 games due to an injury. The center will make $12.4 million next season. The Warriors and Blazers missed the playoffs this year. Meanwhile, the Sixers are down 2-0 to the New York Knicks in the first round. The Warriors are expected to trade Wiggins this offseason. The swingman has played poorly the past 2 seasons. After being a key player in the Golden State Warriors' last title, in the 2021-22 season, winger Andrew Wiggins has had a somewhat bumpy trajectory with the Californian team in recent years. On Wednesday, 28, Coach Steve Kerr confirmed that the Canadian will not participate in the team's games for an indefinite period, due to personal problems. We hope he comes back, but we don't know exactly when. We are in a position where he is a private person, and has asked that we keep this secret, and we will honor that commitment. So it doesn't help that I'm sitting here trying to explain anything. The important thing is that we respect Wiggins, we need him and we certainly hope he returns, but we just don't know when it will be, said the commander, in an interview with the radio program Willard and Dibs. In the last campaign, Wiggins had already missed the last 25 games of the regular season, also for private, undisclosed reasons related to his family. He returned in the playoffs, playing in 13 games until the Warriors' elimination against the Los Angeles Lakers in the second round. At the time, insider Shams Charania revealed that the player's father was facing a delicate medical condition, but the information was never confirmed by the winger. Although the reasons for Wiggins' absence remain unknown, the situation appears to affect the Canadians' performance when he was on the court. In the current season, he has recorded his lowest average of points, 12.7, and assists, 1.7, per game, and is also below his career average of rebounds. Wiggins has not been on the court in Golden State's last 2 games, in victories against the Washington Wizards and New York Knicks. Without being able to count on the number 22, Kerr increased the minutes of young Jonathan Kuminga and Brandon Podziemski, who have been standing out in a positive way. Klay Thompson, who started coming off the bench, has also performed better and should receive more minutes. Currently, the Warriors occupy 10th place in the Western Conference, seeking to consolidate themselves at least in the qualifying zone for the play-in tournament. And you fan, what do you think of the Andrew Wiggins situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.